What's up, y'all? It's your girl Shamika back with another video. I am a motivational speaker, an author, a nonprofit consultant, and also a nonprofit founder and director, as well as like your friend, your homegirl, your sister, you feel me? So today I wanted to talk about asking for help when you actually need it. You don't have to do everything on your own. You don't have to figure out things. You don't have to build your whole life, build your business, write the book, create a podcast, start a YouTube channel. You don't have to do it on your own. There's so many resources in life, and sometimes we just think, "Oh, I'm independent." INDEP. And we feel like we need to figure everything out. And it's 2022, and I just want to let you know, you're not alone. You don't have to do things alone. So let's take starting a business for example. I started my store on my own, like my necklace is from my store. And I was doing everything, YouTube, Googling everything, just figuring everything out on my own. And then I started, of course, my nonprofit, and I did it on my own. And then I started telling people, I'm like, well, you could do it. You could do it. And they're like, well, no, I need help. No, I can't do it on my own. I'm like, go ahead and write your bylaws. Go ahead, do your articles of incorporation. And they would say like, well, I don't have the time, or I just don't know how to, or where do I look, right? And the whole point of that is some people can do it on their own. Kudos to y'all who are like super self-driven and stuff and have time to do things on their own. But some people actually need that support and that help. So for those of you that don't know, I started my nonprofit, Youth with a Purpose, in 2020. And then before that, 2019, I actually had a dream that I was supposed to start a nonprofit. And then my mentors was like, well, if you feel like God is leading you to do that, just do it, right? And I was like, well, I don't want to live in California, so I don't know about that. I want to move to the South, right? And then I went to church, and one of my pastors was like, Shamika, did God tell you to start a business? And I was like, yeah. So I was like, okay, I'm actually going to do it. And then, y'all, God said so clearly, quit your job. Because I was thinking, how do I do that? I was a full-time grad student at the time. I was working like 2 jobs. One job had just ended. And then God's like, start your nonprofit. And I'm like, okay, but when? Before or after I have classes? Before or after I'm at my thousands of jobs? Like, when is there time to do this? Like, okay, God, I would do it. I will follow you. I will listen to your calling over my life. If you said it, it's going to be for my good, right? And for his glory. So I was like, when am I going to do it? And God said, quit your job. I'm like, what? Wait a second. As soon as you feel like you're supposed to quit your job, that is scary. That is scary. And if you have faith, you know, that's a big leap to just jump and be like, oh, I'm going to quit my job and follow purpose. Like, huh? Hold up. So I was like, okay, Lord, let me fast on it first. It's like, I am not just going to up and quit my job. I got bills. I had a car note. Like, I'm just like, So sure enough, I fasted. I asked God for the date and the week. And after I finished fasting and had confirmation, I put in my 2-week notice. And my job was like, what? You're quitting? They offered me every single position. So I know they didn't want me to quit, but I was just like, I gotta go. When you are following purpose in life, sometimes God is gonna remove stuff, remove people from you, remove jobs from you. God will show you where he wants you to be. You just have to be willing to walk out and step in faith and actually follow what he says. It's not easy. It's not easy because I was nervous. I was like, oh, this car note though, like my car note, right? So I prayed. God told me like November. He told me 11 and then like 2 other numbers. I don't remember the day. And it just so happened that after I put in my 2-week notice, my dad got sick and went into the hospital. So I worked for 1 week, and the second week my dad was still in the hospital, and I just told him like, y'all, I cannot come back. And I ended up not going back to that job because I was with my dad in the hospital. But yeah, so I ended up quitting my job in order to follow purpose. And sure enough, I started researching everything. I actually applied for fiscal sponsorship. That is when you have another nonprofit take care of all of the finances for you, and they kind of mentor you and guide you through the nonprofit process. And I applied for it. It was like 10 pages, y'all. It was very long, and they denied it. So because they denied my application, I opened it. I'm like, wow, y'all denied it? And I was like, well, I can start my own nonprofit. If I can do 10 pages for this application, I can do my articles of incorporation, my bylaws. I could do my name reservation. I was like, I'll just do it on my own. So I asked my mentor, who is also a nonprofit founder, I asked her if I could get her a corporate book. I literally went to her office, got her corporate binder, and was in there. And I was fasting again at this time. I was in there for like a week, knocked it all out, all of it. And I was like, well, let's see if I did it right. Sure enough, a month later, everything came back approved. So right after that, everybody started asking me, well, Shamika, can you do my incorporation? Well, Shamika, can you help me? Well, how do you do this? Well, how do you do that? Can you write an ebook? Yes, I actually created an ebook on how to create a nonprofit and how to incorporate in California. It also works for Nevada as well. And I was like, yeah, here's the book. I was in workshops. Here's the workshops. Here's how you do it, right? And people are like, no, can you just do it for me, right? So far, my nonprofit, it is 2022. So this will be the second year. We have raised written grants, gotten donations and sponsorships and all kind of stuff. And we've raised at least $100,000 within 1 year for my nonprofit. We've also helped thousands of kids. We've had like 3+ programs created. We've had a lot of events in the Antelope Valley. My nonprofit is doing amazing. Amazing, y'all. See, God said, quit your job to follow purpose. Where I guide, I provide, right? Where he guides you and he's leading you, there's provision in that place for you specifically. God is never going to tell you to do something and then leave you hanging. He's like, girl, quit your job and now you poor. What? We have authority. We are supposed to reign and rule in life. We are seated with Christ. God has given us everything that we're supposed to have. It is already so. It is already finished. So if we say that we are his children, our life should look like we are his children, right? So he provides every step of the way. So yeah, I would say some challenges for my nonprofit would be like self-discipline. Once you start working for yourself, you need to create your own schedule. You need to create your own breaks. You need to make sure that there's a way that you are paying yourself, right? So I think that has been a little bit difficult. And then saying no to people. Everybody's like, oh, a new nonprofit. Can you help me? Can you help me? Can you be at this event? What about this event? Can you plan this? Can you budget for this? Can you do this? And it's like, hold on. That's not what God told me to do. So it can be challenging saying no to people when you honestly want to help everybody. And you want to do everything. Like, yes, I'll be at this event. Yes, I'll do this. Yes, I'll do that. And God is like, wait a second. But what did I tell you to do first? Right? Also, I would say knowing when to take breaks. When you are a CEO and founder, you have the idea and the visions in your mind. So you're like, okay, I want to do this. I want to do that. I need to create this program. I need to create this Excel sheet. I need to create this PowerPoint. And then you realize it's like 11 p.m. at night and you start at 8 a.m. So you go, okay, hold on, balance. Because if we don't balance ourselves, we'll get burnt out, right? Which is why we have the Sabbath, so we can rest. We got to know when to rest. So I just wanted to offer y'all, the people that want to start businesses and nonprofits. Like I said, I am a consultant. Please comment below. You can email me. I would love to have a free info session with you, 15 to 30 minutes, so you could tell me your vision. Let me know what you want to do. Let me know what your passion and your purpose is in life. And let's go to the next level. Let's make it happen. Or if you just need help with organizing your business or budgeting, or you just have questions, or you want somebody that is just there cheerleading you on, like, you got this. Oh, you're doing great. I am your girl. You can definitely hit me up, or you could go on my website if you just want an ebook on how to start a nonprofit. It is on there. I am a resource for y'all. My ebook is also a resource. So please let me know if you need help. This is the beginning of the year. We're in January. Ask for help. Ask for help. Help is out there. People are outsourcing everything. Like Fiverr.com, outsourcing everything, hiring consultants, hiring coaches, right? So ask for help if you need it. I am here for y'all. Okay? All right. Happy MLK Day. Bye.